Hi, my name is Diana, and here's my story of how I met my special one. About 2.5 years ago, I was dating and going out a lot, and I happened to go to a singles event with a friend of mine. They had a raffle there, and usually I don't participate in raffles or buy lottery tickets because I don't really win anything, but it was for a good cause and I really wanted to donate some money, so I said sure, why not, let me get a ticket. To my absolute surprise, my ticket number was called. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable, I actually won something, what is it? And it happened to be a single ticket to a place called Club Getaway. I had no idea what it was, so I decided, so I looked it up. And it happens to be a camp located in Kent, Connecticut, about 2.5 hours away from New York City. And during the week they have it, just like a camp for kids, but during long weekends and just general weekends they have like an adults type camp where you could go ziplining and water skiing and just like a lot of fun sports, and it's mostly targeted towards singles. So I said to myself, wow, this is nothing I've ever done like this before, so, but why not? Let me be adventurous and see what this place is all about. So I picked up the phone later and made a reservations for Memorial Day weekend 2 years ago. When I went there with a friend of mine, and we arrived there on a Friday night late, and on Saturday after the breakfast we looked at the list of activities they had for us to do, and it was just so many different ones. I mean, I was like, wow, water skiing sounds like fun. I've never done anything like this before. This place has a beautiful, gorgeous lake in the nature, so why not? Let's go water ski. It happened to be a pretty long line because that was one of the funnest, I guess, activities they had there, so a lot of people signed up. But we put our names on a list and just decided to hang out there by the lake, and we were taking pictures of ourselves, selfies. And I see this guy coming up to us, and he says, hey, can I take a picture of you girls? And I was like, sure, that would be great. I love my photos. So he took a few pictures of us, and they came out great. And as we were standing, waiting for our name to be called to water ski, him and I, we just started chatting and laughing, and he seemed just like a really, really nice guy. So I was like, hey, do you mind, taking a few pictures of us while we water ski? He's like, sure. He did, and they came out great. He told me that he was a photographer before he took pictures. I was like, wow, he gets extra, points for that. After the water skiing, we just, spent time hanging out, and we played some soccer with these Italian guys, and had some food, and just like had a great time. At night there was a theme party, and before the theme party they had square dancing class. I never square danced in my entire life. I was a little nervous, but he's like, don't worry about it, I'll be a partner. So we square danced, and he was just so sweet, and I laughed, and I was a little shy, but at the end, when the dancing part was over, he gave me a kiss on the cheek. At that moment, I kind of knew that I like him a little more. He's not just in a friend zone. I felt something, so I was like, wow, this guy is actually very interesting. After the square dancing, we went to a disco party, and they had music, and we danced just all night and had great time. And my friend that I came with, as well as his roommate that he came there together, they went to bed early, and him and I stayed alone. So after the dancing, it was really hot there, and he said, let's go get some air. I said sure. Afterwards we went outside, and since the place was by the beautiful lake, we just looked up, and the sky was just lit up with like 1,000 stars all above us. It was the most breathtaking and spectacular moment. I couldn't believe it. There was nothing like this I've seen in my entire life, especially I always lived in the city, with tall buildings. There's not much stars going on here, but seeing just this beautiful stars was absolutely unbelievable and magical. And that was the moment when he kissed me for the first time. So that is how we met. I found my perfect dress at a place called Forever Bridal. I wanted to get my dress shopping experience out of the way early because I've heard from friends and other brides that it could be pretty stressful, and I sure didn't want to do it right before my wedding, so I decided to start looking early. This place came recommended by one of the brides that was shopping there before, and she said the quality as well as just the variety of the dresses they have there is outstanding, so I decided to go check it out. Also, it helped that the place was located very conveniently next to my job, so I went there once during lunch hour, and met Joanna and Regina, and they were just so helpful. They pulled up a whole bunch of different dresses for me to try on, and they were all beautiful. And the dress that I ended up choosing was dress number 3, which also happens to be my lucky number. The dress is just absolutely stunning. It basically has all the things I was looking for. I mean, price was really important to me, and the dress, you know, fit well in my budget. It's airy, it's beautiful, its quality is absolutely outstanding. I mean, I'm getting married next year on the beach, and to me it was very important to have a dress that wasn't just pretty, but I was able to move in it and be comfortable, and it was airy and not heavy like some of the wedding dresses are. This dress is perfect in more ways than one. I'm just absolutely happy that I ended up choosing this dress. It's gorgeous, and I can't wait to wear it on my wedding day next year.